is fabulous.
Welcome to camping. Alright.
You gotta ask, what is it exactly that compels a bunch of grown men and women, adults, to leave behind the comfort and relative safety of their homes, to travel in some cases hundreds of miles to camp out in the woods in the dead of winter with a bunch of complete strangers? Well, I think you'll figure it out for yourself once you see the full video. Until then, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/GJorwitz. Thanks so much, and we'll see you outside.
It has been quite a while since we've done a trip like this. I'm waiting here for Keith to pick me up. He'll be here 5 or 10 minutes from now, probably. And I'm pretty excited. It's another Hammock Forums Trailheadz Hammocks is hosting it out by Bellbrook, Ohio, like near Dayton. Really excited to get out there. It's going to be fun. It won't be too cold. There's I think a small chance of snow today, which is always fun. Adds to the allure. I'll miss my wife. I'll miss home. I'll miss my girl. Look at my dog. My bear. Look. Come here. I'm going to miss my girl. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. Get a good stretch in. Get a good stretch.
Hey.
A little early for this, isn't it? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm ready to get out there.
Alright.
It's no Jeep, but it'll do.
Hey, you're a little bit better than a Jeep. You're riding in comfort on this one.
That's fair. It's fair. We're en route. 2 hours to Trader Joe's. Hour and 43 minutes at Trader Joe's, and then another 15 minutes to Trailheadz Hammocks. Yay, it's raining on the way to our backpacking trip. Nothing better than backpacking in the winter in the rain.
Once you said that, it stopped.
Goodness. I hope it goes back to snow or something better than this crap. This could be miserable, or it stops altogether. We'll see. Alright, we just pulled up into here. I think we're in the right spot. Designated parking. It's always good. Here's the creek crossing. Quick shout out to Ginger for being so kind as to offer to help shuttle our gear up to camp. Thank fabulous. You. Oh man. We brought a little bit too much stuff, as you can see.
A beast carrying all this up here.
Yeah, please, thank you very much.
Welcome to camping.
Yeah. Alright. It has begun. Making some hot tea right now. It's my little lounge area. Bed. And then see, this is the ground so far. I think I see fire out there, which is awesome. Good old Keith. Cheers. We have our gear set up here, so we strung up an extra tarp just to keep all of our crap. We'll probably organize that a little better in a little bit. It's kind of a mess, but it's better than nothing. So we're walking up towards pretty much the coolest contraption here. If I'm not mistaken, this is a winter hammock hot tent setup.
Thanks. So if you come on around this bush, I can show you inside.
You know, you're supposed to trim your bushes when they're that close to your house.
I know. I'll
How long did it take you to get that set up? Because it probably folds all flat, right?
Yeah, it folds completely flat. It probably took 5 minutes to set the stove up, screw it together.
All right, so now I got to test this. Does it mind if I go into your house?
Yeah, no, not at all. There's a thermometer hanging up in the roof.
Where's it at?
On the.
Yep, I got it.
This is awesome.
Dude, look at this right there. Evidence, 72 freaking degrees, and it's like 40. What's it, 45 outside?
My watch says that it's 35.
35 outside, and it's legitimately 72, and it's actually kind of hot, like balmy, like t-shirt and shorts weather right here. Holy cow.
I haven't put my quilts This is a prototype one-off.
All right.
So
Sean, how you doing, sir?
Doing good, doing good.
Welcome back.
Got a fire going?
Yeah, it's nice in there.
It's actually 72 degrees inside of it.
I think that's where the party is tonight.
Wow.
And he's got the extra wood ready.
yeah, lower, but I wanted to be able to stand up in it.
Flamethrower!
We have a flamethrower. That's pretty fucking look, literally that powering that.
I think fire's lit, guys.
I think you're right.
Yes,
May
I do
last
remember
year.
you.
Good to see you. Heater.
Yeah.
Heater. There you go.
Heater and branch manager.
Doesn't,
I don't know. We'll talk to Mom. You just missed the fire getting lit.
the many setups we have here. Another one.
Your Crown 2s.
It's a cool setup. I love it for the backyard.
So this is a Juniper from Ultralight, symmetrical hammock. This one's made from Mountain 1.7, and I'm kind of known for my stitch work. And it's kind of dark in here, but
It
on
is.
the other one you'll see. And this guy over here is actually going to get raffled off.
Really? How much are the raffle tickets?
$3 a piece.
When is that, tomorrow?
I think so.
All right.
And then normally this is just a normal continuous loop here.
Right.
And then typically after you've laid on this all night long, this knot gets awful tight. And you have to put all of your body weight on it to pull it out.
Okay.
So this though, you just use the finger pull that I splice in. Just pull them both at the same time and it just pops out.
Oh.
Nice and easily. Oh, yep, so this is, as opposed to a normal continuous loop, I call this a Beckett loop. And
Okay.
this is all just spliced in with 3 different Brummels.
Okay. Interesting.
These are the Nama claws that I use on my ridge lines.
Okay.
And these are just really simple to use and adjust. I use a toggle system to lock this off. And then on the other end, I use a figure 8 configuration on a button nut.
Show me that.
You know, I just did everything I could to make it everything just as simple as possible for people to use.
This one here.
That's that's just an Evo loop right there.
Okay.
But this is on the Tarp ridge line itself.
So we're in a button knot, but not instead of hardware.
Correct.
So why do you think, what's better about a button knot over having hardware? Like I have a Dutch hook.
Sure. It functions similarly. There's just no need to bring anything extra. There's no metal anywhere. I just broke it down to the simplest possible form, I think.
Okay.
You know, for your tent tie-outs, these are really simple. Just connect the Nama claw, and then just pull the tension.
Okay.
And that's all you have to do.
Oh wow, that's really easy. That's called a Nama, not Nama, Nama.
Nama claw.
Nama claw. So this here lets you pull it more taut. Okay.
So how this works, this is called a tack toggle, and you're gonna kind of figure out where it's gotta go, and then you're gonna lock it into place by grabbing right here and just throwing it over the front.
Okay.
And now this will not move back and forth. And just come around your tree, and then just hook it on the front here, and start pulling. And it'll tension, and then come around again, and it'll lock in. And that's not going anywhere. And then you connect your tarp here to the Nama claws, these little continuous loops that I give you, then you just pull here to tension.
That's pretty slick.
It is pretty slick. So this is my Juniper. This one is made from Mountain 1.7 fabric from Ripstop by the Roll. And it is an asymmetrical hammock. I'm kind of known for having the octangular shaped bug net.
Okay.
And you know, what I think really sets me apart here is you're gonna find exceptional stitch work in it, and I make the hammock a little different than everyone else too.
How's that?
So I tend to, here, let's go up closer.
Please.
So most people are rolling this hem to the inside,
Okay.
and I do it a little different. I roll the hems to the outside, And that allows me to have hidden quilt hooks where they're actually in the hem and not like rolled over top of it. And I do the same with the tie-out points.
Okay.
And mine have a zipper on both sides. The bug nets are permanently attached to the end caps themselves.
Okay, so the bug net would not be removable.
The bug nets are not removable.
Okay.
And they will unzip, clear up to the end cap right there.
Got it.
On each side.
Okay.
And, just very high quality stitch work all throughout.
Can you just hold that pose? All right. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay.
And then even the bug nets themselves, I mean, beautiful rolled hem in here with a zigzag stitch to attach it all the way around.
Oh my gosh. It looks beautiful. What you said? What's the fabric called again?
This is a Mountain 1.7.
Okay.
This is a 22-ounce hammock altogether.
Okay.
And that's in its stuff sack.
And weight limit?
Weight limit on this fabric is rated to 400 pounds. I would say I have people in these that are over 300 using them with no issues.
Okay.
The other cool thing are these are my breeze buckles. These are a titanium buckle that I made. These weigh 9 grams a piece.
Okay.
And they're super simple to use. Nice cinch buckle system. So you're going to take your breeze buckle here, which is just larks headed onto the continuous loop.
Got it.
Goes straight up through the bottom slot.
Around
Down
through the middle
slot.
and then back up to the back one, right?
A little bit different when it comes to
Oh,
the back. So
okay.
at this point you can now adjust your hammock any which way you need. And get your height set correctly. So here you can adjust it back and forth. Figure out where you want it. And then here's what you do with the back slot here. I have this little opening. You're going to take both layers of webbing here. You're going to pinch them together.
Okay.
And you're going to pinch them and just put them in this back slot right there. Oh. And that locks it into place.
You make that look so easy. Is it actually that easy? Like if I did it, would it be that easy?
It's pretty easy. It just, once you play with it a couple of times. But what customers are saying is that these do not slip. And I found that these do not slip at all. In pole testing, slipping does not even occur until 990 pounds.
Oh, wow.
And at that point, you will get like some slight distortion back here, getting up to the 1,000-pound range, and then it will slip. Before that, though, there's no movement.
Oh, my gosh. That tree's not going to work.
This one?
Yeah, it's not going to work.
How do you say?
I'm just fucking with you. I don't really care. We found a Keith in the wild. It's a wild Keith right there.
Oh, that thing over there?
Right there. No.
Ah,
They eat wild Fritos. Wild Fritos. Some veggies.
I'll still have one. Delicious one.
This is what it's all about for us. Gathering together around the fire, celebrating the conclusion of a great day, mentally preparing for the next day, sipping on some tea or whiskey or whatever, trying to keep the smoke from the fire out of our eyes, sharing stories of past backpacking trips, trials, tribulations, etc. This is it. This is what keeps us coming back. Oh shit. That's a good fire. Damn!
Good boy.
Hey, his fire does smell fine from my hammock.
Oh yeah.
Getting breakfast going. That is.
Nothing like a flamethrower on a fire. I must say, Karen and John from Trailheadz Hammocks were incredible hosts. They thought of everything. Stocked coolers, multiple grills, supplies, equipment shuttle. On behalf of everyone that was there, thank you. We all appreciate everything you did to make this event amazing.
If you're high, you will gravitate down, which means you will wake up in a ball here. I know because that was Thursday night.
So I want to bring this. If this is going to be my head,
If that's your head, you want to bring that down.
bring it down.
Loosen that out at some. There you go.
So, for Keith's request, my setup, Dutchware, a lot of Dutchware stuff. Dutchware hammock, the chameleon, and I have a pee bottle right there. Keith called it my orange juice. It's kind of gross, but it works. What's it? Dutch buckles, Dyneema tarp, all the good stuff. I don't know, whatever. Keith, tell me about my setup.
This is a totally borrowed setup. Here we have a nice nylon tarp, repels the rain. It's much quieter than what he's using, but it's also about 2.5 ounces heavier. So
More like 10.
there's a trade-off. And then inside I've got the bottom quilt, the top quilt, and all my clothes. He taught me, got this nifty little burner there, works perfectly to heat my water up, my dinner up. And then, of course, you gotta keep me warm at night.
Oh, the good stuff.
So I'm always like, crap, that's like the drone. I got it finally where I like it. I'm like, don't touch anything. The only thing I change is the lens. Other than that, no, don't touch it.
So this one, these are both 1.1 sil poly.
Oh, so these are your tarps.
These are both ours.
So you do the print.
We
as
can
well.
do the print, that's fine. It is expensive though. The
Yeah.
fabric alone on that tarp was $160.
Okay.
It weighs 18 ounces.
Okay.
This is the Ripstop Outdoor Ink. This is a rectangular cut. Basically on this, all we do is we trim the selvage and then we run it.
Okay.
This one is a winter. The difference between the two is in the cut. That one has an out shape to it, or an outward cut, where when you look at how we've got, it does this. It comes out wide.
Okay.
You can see how it's got a slope right here to come out.
Yeah.
Whereas
So
that
it's
one
made
is
to be
straight
doors.
down.
So this is more of a straight rectangle.
This is a rectangle, this is a trapezoid.
Trapezoid.
They both have the ability to close.
Okay.
A winter cut is going to be able to be a little bit wider when you close up because of this.
Got it.
They will still close up
Yep.
just as well. This just gives you a little more room. All you need is the shot cord with mitten hooks and just run it across.
Yep.
And then the same over to here, and it allows you to close your doors all the way down. And you can also take them, I've got this one here, this is clipped back onto the middle to keep the door out of the way, or you can clip this door to that door, and it puts it into a hex shape.
Yep.
And keeps it all out of the way, which is great when you want to do porch mode and lift this up. That way this isn't flapping around.
Right.
And if you want to see it closed up, the other end of this one is closed.
Let's check it out.
All of our tarps are going to have the 3 tie-outs here,
Yep.
and then you have your end tie-out to be able to close your door. So you're going to have 5 tie-outs on each side along the base. The entire tarp, that thing's 19 ounces, that thing's 18 ounces. The way that we do our reinforcement points is a little bit different than everybody else, at least as far as I have seen so far. But this is how we do our reinforcement panels. So you have the Hyper D 300 pack material here sewn on, and then you have your grosgrain, and then you have a cover over it, so that any stress that's on this tie out is actually going through 4 different layers. Oh, wow. Which makes it that much better. We've yet to have a tie out fail. We had a guy that sent a tarp back because it got damaged in South Dakota from like 60 and 70 mile an hour winds. It pulled the stakes on this side and sent them through that side. Oh. And he said the tie outs were bomber. There was not one bit of issue with it. It was just the fact that it sent the stakes through the side. And all of them, we do them all that way. The ridge line's that way. So that helps with giving it a little bit more strength, but without adding any kind of weight. We've had some that say that the outside of it looks unfinished because they're used to seeing a panel out here. And everybody's got their own take, I guess. I kind of think it looks good like that.
I think it looks awesome.
Looks like your feet need to go towards me.
All right. Oh, dude. Oh. I'm not putting my feet all the way because they're muddy, but all right, you got something going on here. This is nice.
This is a monolight hammock here, and you can see straight through. I mean, that's the entire body right there. When you lay in this thing, if you don't have quilts on, you have a full field of view everywhere.
Oh, wow.
This build, it comes in at 9.9, and it has the DCF Ridgeline organizer and stuff sack kind of to add into it, make it a little lighter.
Sure.
But that's
I can't use that.
if we did a double layer, you could.
And you
But-
still have your visibility.
Yeah.
But I will say though, I like that. Whatever that material that was.
That's the
was-
1.6 Hyper D, and it's just the XL size width.
Okay.
So
This is my setup, and I think that this, get rid of the buckle, is the simplest and practically, like, most practical and elegant way to do a suspension. Or
Oh, you got that cinch to where you can tighten it and it won't go a certain way.
all it is
Yeah.
a loop that is a Prusik knot.
It looks like a plastic knot.
It's a Prusik that's lard-setted onto the tie-up. That's all it is. So tighten it. All you got to do is grab here and pull the line through.
So you don't even have to worry about like hardware or anything.
Zero
like
hardware.
that. It's just yeah.
So and this is the This is the. Thank you. I get that all the time. I'm kidding. But that's the Z line or whatever. It's the real.
Okay.
Thing. So it's super textury.
Yeah, that's like a 1.2, I think.
It is, and that's all it is. But these things stick perfectly. I've never, unless like a really.
Is this adjustable at all? Or?
Well, yeah. So all you
Yeah.
do is grab the knot. So I can loosen it just by. Oh, hold that for. I have it attached to me.
Okay.
So if I want to loosen it, pull through. It's just a Prusik.
Oh, okay.
And then I want to tighten it up. You grab the Prusik, grab that spare slack. There you go, done. So you guys could do this, not buy or pay hardware at all. It's just the cost of the cord, and it's the simplest, fail-free.
And even if it does loosen, all you have to do is.
Exactly, it takes nothing. I've never had it loosen up on me at all. I mean, literally, I'm yanking on it right now. It's not giving. So
Because it's just about the press it, not how it just grips. Yeah. And you said
in that
this
particular line,
it is kind of textured.
It
too.
is. It is. The combo of that line and that approach works really well. Anyways, holy crap.
So overall, from this point here all the way across and down, you have about 18 feet of coverage, and you have 12 this way.
Okay.
Full weight, 29 ounces. The way that we did this is very similar to how the ridgeline is sewn, as far as the feld seam that's there, to allow you to be able to pull it out. But when you want to go into storm mode, you have toggles on the end of this, along with the D-rings that'll allow you, if he wanted to, he's got a stand here, he can move that pole in, and he can drop this wall straight down.
Yeah.
These toggles clip onto his ridgeline up here, and he goes into storm mode just like a normal winter tarp. He's got one there, and one here.
Yeah.
He can take these and run them across here and keep them completely out of the way.
Yep.
But this gives you an idea of how big a Sil Poly XL is.
And so basically you can have it set up where you can close off the tarp pretty well, block the ends, and still have this
You have a
overhang.
nice awning. This tarp's going to be different than the tarp that you had. So you're probably going to end up needing stakes and stuff for both of them at some point. You're going to get a roll up for buying the tarp. That way you've got something to put your stakes in. It's just how it is.
It always sucks, doesn't it? Really? All right, so we're looking at Battle Horse knives right now.
Considering what I paid for my Benchmade, yeah, that's not bad.
That's the slug you said? Right
This
there?
here's a steelhead. The slug's over there. Slug's in current production. The steelhead is no longer in production.
Got it. All right, cool. Which one is this? Sorry, say that again?
Tree frog. Sorry, put me on the spot. That's their folding knife. One of their folders.
Show us your favorite knife one more time.
My favorite knife.
This is the size I'm looking for, something like this, but the
Big
Scandinavian
Big
grind.
J. Big J is in his hand right here.
Now, is that the name of the knife or the name you gave it?
No, the Big J is its actual name. That's a Comanche. Comanche's still one of their production knives they still sell.
Okay.
My actual favorite, though, like I said, I like it enough that she's tattooed on my dang leg. This is my Big J.
It's not big enough.
I got a bigger one in the truck. I'll bring it
No
later.
way. I was joking about that. Just
Don't bring it up.
How long is
bring
that?
it up. Yeah,
What's
I
that
wanna
about?
see it.
7 inch, 6-inch blade?
I think it's a 6.
Well, I'll cut some shit.
Pretty girl at the ball. The Brute.
Oh, dude, that thing is phenomenal. Show the spine. You got to show the spine. What is that? A third of an inch?
Quarter inch.
That's more than a quarter. No way.
This thing.
My Benchmade's a quarter inch. That's got to be a third. Knocking on a 0.4.
This is that's the perfect size right here.
That's their small workhorse. That is a phenomenal.
That's what I
hunting
like.
blade. The original founder of the company, Dan Coppins, designed. Find her.
Oh, I didn't see that.
There she is. Spear point. Dan designed this one here for that specific purpose for hunting. That's their Frontier First. Get right up in. Get right up in all. I mean, it's only a 2.5 to 3 finger knife. I mean, I've got big paws.
Is that the one I have?
I don't know.
Frontier First? The one I
Frontier
showed
First,
you?
yeah. Yeah, the Frontier First, and the Frontier Valley is the next size up. That's what we got right there. So that's crazy. Again, I use mine a lot. That's why they look all ugly. Yeah. My other favorite, of course, is the Busy Bee.
Yeah, that's a nice big handle. Like
And
it's almost too big, but it feels perfect in your hand. You just have that extra 3/4 of an inch that sticks out of the bottom, which probably gives you more control.
And the nice thing with that one is too is it fills your hand well, but even reverse grip for processing backwards, it's not uncomfortable. It still holds well. That's become really quickly one of my absolute favorites. And then, like I say, the sheath is not theirs. A few of these sheaths are not battle horses. They're customs that I've had made. That's one of theirs. That's the Buckeye. Very similar to the.
These are all battle horse, right?
All battle horse. Yeah. Everything on there is all battle horse. The Woodsman Pro and the Buckeye are very similar. The Buckeye just has a little heel spur and the blade's a little bit larger. The knife itself is a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah.
But I can say, I get nothing off this. I'm not a salesman for them. I'm not a rep by any means, but
You just appreciate good, fine workmanship, right?
I go to their camp outs. I would consider friends with the owners and everybody that works there. Fit and finish wise, you can't hardly get anything for this kind of money, and with that fit and finish.
Basically, we run into the hospital for one thing, and they give him something.
Hey, Keith.
Me and my dog.
Beautiful dog.
She said last call for raffle tickets. And first call for alcohol. Are there any other Eli's here? That's all I'm voting.
He's doing it.
I'm on the ground.
No, you're not.
You're above your knees.
Good to see you, sir. We had a pretty good turnout. And
You got a real good turnout.
yeah, over the course of the weekend, somewhere I would say 40, 45.
All right.
We've had a few people that took off. We've had a few people come in. So every single one of you, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming out. Thank you if you have bought something from us. If you have mentioned us, anything, thank you.
Thank you, John.
The last year, our company has grown really fast and done really well. And we want to keep putting you guys in good gear. So if you have ideas, run them by us. If you need an item customized, yell at us, let us know. If we can make it happen, we'll be happy to. That's all I got. Thank you, every one of you.
I was just trying to say, damn, it's dark. That can't look decent.
have that many fucking that much wool on, man.
It's like clean up after dinner.
Right.
I must say, what a kick-ass weekend. I'm so impressed at the quality of the people that make up the Hammock community. It's truly an honor to be a part of the group. Thanks so much to John and Karen from Trailheadz Hammocks for hosting this great event. Also, thanks to everyone that attended for being so awesome and for putting up with me filming all weekend. Hope to see most, if not all of you, out at the hang at Hanson's Point in Kentucky's Red River Gorge coming up in May. Be sure to check out Hammock Forum's events page on Facebook for more information. All that said, if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel at youtube.com/GJorwitz. I'll paste a link below for you. Thanks again, and we'll see you outside real soon.